What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's football season. If it's football season, that means it's tailgate season. If you haven't tailgate, then you're going to be eating some good food. It's going to have a lot of good drinks. This is a great time of year. Football, grilling, barbecuing, all kinds of great things are going to be coming off these grills before football games. So today, we're going to talk about barbecue, baby. We're going to be talking about grilling. We're going to be grilling some ribs. We're going to do tri-tip. We're going to do steak. We're going to do corn salad. We're going to do margarita right here in time for football season, in time for the tailgates. First thing we have some St. Louis ribs. St. Louis ribs, we put them on and we have them smoking on the Traeger for 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours of smoke. And now we have our charcoal grill going. But before all this gets going, all right, out here grilling, got to have a little something to drink. Nothing better than beer and barbecue. Okay, so these ribs, they have been smoking for 3 hours. With these ribs, we're going to do the 3-2-1 method. 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours of time in the foil, and then 1 hour without the foil. 3-2-1. So right now, we're in the process of wrapping the ribs. We're going to take each slab of ribs and we're going to put them in aluminum foil, and we're going to throw in a little bit of butter in there too with the ribs. It's something that we're going to do to each slab of ribs. We have slabs of ribs that we're going to do this, and we did something like this similar to our baby back ribs, but for our St. Louis style ribs, we're going 3-2-1. 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours in the foil, and then after the 2 hours in the foil, we're gonna unwrap the ribs, and we're just gonna let them get that last hour of cook time without the foil. But now, we go over to the charcoal grill, and we have tri-tip. It's been seasoned with salt and pepper, but you must keep an eye on your tri-tip. Make sure you're flipping it and you don't want to dry it out. Keep an eye on your tri-tip. Okay, we seasoned our chicken. Chicken, you must keep an eye on your chicken also. When you have your grill, you're going to have a hot side of the grill and a cooler side. So you're going to have to alternate between the hot side and the cool side. Keep an eye on that chicken. Now that we've cooked our meat on the charcoal grill and we're all done with that, it's time to get this corn salad going. For a good corn salad, you're going to have to put that corn on the grill along with the zucchini. So we have zucchini and we have corn that's going to go into this. And we're going to have cherry tomatoes. You want to cook them up, not too much. And then after you get your corn, you got to scrape it off and chop up your zucchini. And you put it all together. You got to scrape that corn off. It's going to be nice grilled corn for that extra flavoring that we all just love. So you got to scrape that off, chop up that zucchini, and after you do all of this, you're gonna have to put some juice in there. You're gonna have to put some lime juice and some lemon juice in there also. You can put a little cilantro in there also. So you have the lime juice, lemon juice, you have zucchini, you have cherry tomatoes, and of course, you have corn that's been cooked on the grill for that extra flavor for this corn salad. And this is a very, very refreshing refreshing meal to have on a hot summer day. Always just, this is like one of the things that you can have. Doesn't require a lot of time, but this corn salad, it's something good. So you put those lemons, limes in there. You got to mix it up real good, and just keep mixing it and get it to your taste. Get it to how you like it, on how much lime juice you're going to put in there. And this is the result right here. Corn salad. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And you know what? It tastes pretty damn good too. It's something that you could eat. It's not going to get you all full and stuffy. So instead of just having a normal salad, break out with some damn corn salad. Corn salad. So here the ribs are. They had 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours in the foil, and now we remove the ribs from the foil for the last hour, for 1 hour of cook time without the foil. 3, 2, 1 cook method. So now it's margarita time. This margarita is going to be special. It's going to have the basic ingredients, margarita mix, triple sec, and tequila, but we have a secret weapon here. A secret weapon. And you say, what is it? What is in there? It is watermelon balsamic vinegar. You heard me. Watermelon balsamic vinegar. It comes from Amphora. That's where you can get this. It's basically vinegar with a watermelon flavor, and you can drink this. You can just drink it with water. There's no alcohol in it, but what I like to do, I like to put it in my margarita and add that extra watermelon taste to it. You just put this in here, and you're talking about you just redone your whole margarita by putting this watermelon balsamic vinegar in there. And of course, you put all that stuff in there. Time to mix them up, shake them up with the Margaritaville machine. I know everyone doesn't have that, but since I got one, I gotta use it. So you have the basic ingredients. You have the Jose Cuervo margarita mix. You have triple sec. You have extra little tequila in there, and then the secret weapon is the watermelon balsamic vinegar. You could just drink that stuff out of the bottle if you really wanted to, and you have the perfect tasting margarita. Boy, the best tasting one you ever had. So now the ribs, they have cooked that last hour, and this is what we have. These are the ribs that we had with the 3-2-1, 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours of wrap time, and 1 hour was just on the rack. So 3, 2, 1. A total of 6 hours is the time that it took for us to do these ribs. But since you got that grill going, why not? Why not just have some more fruits? You know what we're gonna have? We're gonna break out with pineapple. We're gonna cut some pineapple up, and we're gonna grill some damn pineapple. Pineapple helps you digest pretty good. So it's always good. Not just have a regular pineapple, not no pineapple out of damn can. Hell no. You got to grill that pineapple. You got to get those grill marks on it. You don't want to do it too much, but you got to get them grill marks. And so that's the final product. Look what we had. We also fried some chicken, baby. We had fried chicken. We had pineapple. There's the grilled chicken. We have grilled chicken. We also have chicken apple sausage. Chicken apple sausage, ladies and gentlemen. Macaroni and cheese. This is stuff, you might be able to take this out to your tailgate, but you can do most of the grilling in the parking lot. And these are the ribs. Look at the smoke ring that we have right there. And here's our tri-tip. There's a tri-tip. Closer look at that. You got to have some beans also. So you can put all this stuff, pack it up. Do a lot of your cooking at home, but grill the meat out in the parking lot. Gotta have some greens too, baby. What's wrong with a couple little extra vegetables out there? But then, of course, we have this corn salad. Corn salad with fresh corn that came off the cob, and we put the corn on the grill. Do not use corn from a damn can. It'll ruin the whole thing. And please, if you're gonna do a margarita, remember the secret weapon, balsamic watermelon vinegar.